So I am sitting in the ground blind right now. It's been kind of a slow morning. It's almost 9 a.m. so I think I'm going to hang it up for the day. But before I get out of here, I just wanted to bring up a couple of points that I thought about this week in preparation for this hunt. One of the things I make sure I do is prep everything the night before a morning hunt, or obviously the morning before an evening hunt, just to make sure that things go smoothly, that things go off without a hitch. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, especially in the world of bow hunting, and I try to test all of my equipment, make sure the night before my crossbow or my compound bow is shooting correctly, is shooting on target, is ready to go. I have run into more than a few hunters that say, oh man, I shot my bow last month, but I don't know why it was off this month. Anything can happen, so I always shoot the night before and make sure I'm at least get one arrow downrange, that I'm at least on target to do well there. I've got my crossbow with me today. One thing that I do here, this is a Barnett C5 Wildcat, one thing that I do here is make sure that the arrow is meeting the string and the back of the nock. This is a Lumen arrow that I have on here from Luminock. Fantastic arrow. I love this thing. And also I make sure that the bottom fletching is in the channel evenly, and that and I've talked about this before in other segments, but I just want to make sure that I reiterate that the arrow itself, the bolt itself is on the rail straight, and that arrow is in there evenly, and the fletchings on top are evenly spaced on top of the little holding thingamajigger right here, whatever you call that. But basically, this is a really neat bow and crossbow, and it's a fantastic value. And it's got a red dot scope that has 3 different dots on it, so you can range out your yardage very easily. It's got different brightness settings, the little BSA red dot scope you can get anywhere. This one came with the kit. But making sure that you're solid on your bolt and making sure that you're locked in good. I have lost a deer before because I think I either didn't use a rope cocking device, or I ended up having a deer or having this arrow actually shoot to the left or to the right because I didn't have it even on the rail. So I check that meticulously now. It is something that is very important, just to make sure all your equipment is up to date. Make sure your string is nicely waxed so you get less string wear. And also on mechanical broadheads especially, you want to make sure any broadhead is screwed into the arrow correctly. But basically, I'm going to check a mechanical broadhead before, whether it's using O-rings or not. This is a Grim Reaper. I'm going to check that mechanical to make sure those blades snap open all the way, all 3, and snap closed. Talked to our hunting guide at the ranch the other day, Jake Davis with DB Hunting Ranch, and he said he had somebody that lost a deer because one of their broadheads one of the blades didn't open. And I said, well, did he check it before he went out on the hunt? And a lot of times the answer to that is no. So this is very important to at least check, make sure all of your equipment is solid. As I have written about and talked about on video before, I rebuild my blades every time I shoot. These Grim Reapers are very strong, but I will always replace the blades. The ferrule itself, the main body parts, pretty extremely strong. Unless you hit a rock or anything with it, it should stay straight. It should last you for a couple to a few kills before you have to throw it out. But the blades, after every kill, after every shot, I make sure I replace the blades. And a blade replacement kit's going to cost you retail about maybe, I don't know, $20 or so for you're going to pay about $35 for a pack of regular broadheads to $40 for a pack of regular broadheads. So a rebuild kit's a great way to save money, but always make sure every time you rebuild that you check those blades. Make sure they are snapping back together, just again like that. A lot of people are asking at home probably, why am I dressed in black instead of full camo? And I've got a camo net that I wear and a camo hat here, and then camo netting gloves. It's hot out here. One reason is why I'm not wearing, cloth gloves and that kind of stuff. You want to try to match the surrounding that you're in. And in this regard, I am in a black background of a pop-up blind. With light coming in and everything like that, I want to make sure I match my surroundings just like you do with the idea of camouflage. So with the point of that is I dress what I call ninja style. So I dress in black. This is a black Grim Reaper long sleeve shirt. I have another just plain black long sleeve shirt that I wear when it's cold. I have a camo, or I'm sorry, not a camo, but kind of a black, just black head face cover. It covers everything except for my eyes that I hunt. The deer cannot see me. Movement is down to a middle because I match the darkness of the blind that's behind me. So whenever you're hunting a pop-up or any kind of a dark enclosure like this, black is fine. You want to just try to not get into too many you know, contrasting colors. I have a little bit of white here on the Grim Reaper shirt, but that's not going to be that big of a detractor because the rest of me and my surroundings are all black. So just to answer that question you may have at home, why is a guy dressed in black when he's hunting deer? He should be dressed in camouflage. That's the reason why. Thanks so much for watching this today.